Yo, what's up, what's up? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It is your boy Trey Little, and I just started getting into vlogging. So if you can check out my channel, please make sure you stop what you're doing right now and subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out a lot of new content. And I just released a vlog of me and my son Jairus because people said that they wanted to see him more in the videos. So I did that, and I introduced him to the world of him being 2 months and talked a little bit about having him as a son in my life. Now I'm going to eventually do more than that, but what I have for you all now is a Q&A. So what I did was posted on my Instagram story. I said, if any of you all want to ask me any questions, I will use it in my YouTube video, the next vlog that I did. So here it is. So I'm going to read through a few of the questions that I got, and I'll be answering them. So this is my first Q&A. Feels a little weird, but you know what? Might as well get used to it now. So thank you so much again for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get right into it. The first question comes from Rachel Welter. So Rachel Welter asked me, do I have any tattoos? And yes, I do. Wow.
Are we in your vlog?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm burning it up right now. Can you close this door? Alright, so yes, I do have tattoos. I have one on my arm. It's just a brick wall. I got this when I was 13. This is Joe.
What's up, man?
He just randomly popped in.
Let's come in and say hi.
Alright. First one that I have is a brick wall on my arm. I got it when I was 13, and I really didn't know what I wanted. I just got it just because I wanted something. I was in middle school. I seen another kid with it. He was 14, so that's what made me get mine. Okay, so...
What's up, guys? My name is Joe. I'm, work with Trey. He's a pretty cool dude. Yep. See you later.
So the second tattoo that I have is my dad's name on my chest, and no, I'm not going to show that. But anyways, it's a cross, and it has my dad's name on it. For those who don't know, my dad was killed when I was 4, and he was shot, and I got that just to remember him and as a part of like my grieving process. So I got that to like grieve, and just because I was going through a journey of understanding my life and my dad and stuff like that. Getting tattoos now, like I will be more selective with it, so I'm going to like get tattoos that are going to kind of fix what I have now, you know, just so I can be more thoughtful about it, because they are permanent and I'll have these forever. So the second question Rachel asked was, when did I start rapping? So I get this question a lot. So I actually started rapping when I was in elementary. I was just a little kid, and I would hear like 50 Cent, Master P, and a bunch of rap music that my family would play around me, and I would start repeating that. And then eventually, after repeating it, I started putting my own words into it. So I was in like elementary school growing up in Detroit, and I wanted to be just like the rappers that I heard. So I started rapping and replacing my own words with it. So yeah, I was just a little kid, maybe around 6. I don't know. Yeah, so. All right, the next person, my dude, DeAndre Austin. What up, bro? The top 3 artists that I would do a collaboration with on a song. So I would say I have a lot of artists that I love. So these are just 3 random. I didn't really think it out. So number 1, I would love to do a song with NF because he's so deep, and he's really inspired me to be more transparent in my music when I was struggling with exposing my life, because I thought I would get rejection for it and people would criticize me. But NF is a great example for me of sharing his pain and being a believer and just accepting it. I would love to do a song with NF, maybe a banger, which is like a trap song because he's good at that, and something that's really deep in telling a story. Number 2, I would love to do a song with Bellion. That is my guy. Like, I really love him. I've never met him. I've met NF before, and NF is a pretty cool guy. But with Bellion, like, he's one of my favorite songwriters and producers. I love this guy's voice, and I love watching the video when he put together All Time Low, and that inspired me so much. So I would love to do a song with Bellion. Number 3, what's the third artist that I would do a song with if I could? Propaganda. Propaganda would be a great person because he's so deep, thoughtful, very poetic, and I would love to collab with him because he inspired me to grow my hair. He was one of the reasons I started growing my dreads, because I thought it looked amazing and what it represented, and just having like the natural look. So Propaganda. So NF, Bellion, and Propaganda. I might update that list. You know, it's not in any sort of order at all, and there's more artists I would love to work with. So Bryce Soul, I think I pronounced that right. He asked, how do I get ideas for songs? So I get ideas from the pain that I go through, from the things I've seen when I was growing up, from like stuff I read in the Bible, from like the life that I live when I fall in love with my wife. Like, I can write about that. I can write about how it feels to have a son, or when I'm angry, when I'm upset, when I feel depressed, when I feel anxious. That's when I really just get aggressive with writing and write it out. Or when I feel like I've been an underdog, when I feel like I'm unappreciated, I really love to write out of that because I feel like I have something to prove. I feel like I want to show people what like I can do. I really want to flex the pen, so that's when I really love to write, when I just feel that hurt and that rejection. That really pushes me to write the most. My man's Kung Fu Kenny asked me, where do I think Jairus is going in life? And he also asked me, what do I think he's going to be? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty open to whatever God wants to do in his life. I mean, he is, you know, God's child. He's my son, but I'm raising him because God allowed me to have a son. So, I mean, of course, I hope that he's a strong man of God that leads his family. And, you know, for personal preference, it'd be cool if he loves music, which I'm pretty sure he'll love music because, you know, I do a lot of it. And he's already responding to music pretty well when I play it and, like, to noises, and he gives his attention to it. So I would love if he could do some sort of music. I would, like, teach him how to play piano for the little stuff that I know. I'm going to try to teach him how to make beats, and I'm going to take him to my concerts and shows, so I'm sure that's going to rub off on him. But as long as, like, he's following God's calling on his life, whatever he ends up doing, like, that's okay with me, you know? So, yeah. Equinox Design asks, what role does fashion play in rap music? So fashion is huge. Fashion represents who you are as an artist. It represents, like, your image, your brand, everything you want to communicate about your art and your music. So whatever you want to communicate, that's what fashion represents. So I love fashion. It's a part of, like, my style, the way I look, more of that gritty look or more of that rock, like, meets urban hip-hop look fused together. So that's what I like to go after. And he said, what about wristwear? Wristwear is big. I feel like a lot of rappers wear Rolexes or they wear, like, diamond watches. You know, as for me, I wear, like, you know, wristbands and stuff just to throw on. It helps me tie up my hair. But I like wristwear. I think it's really cool, and I would love to wear some. And Equinox Design said, do you see it increasing? Yes. Fashion is always developing. Music is always developing. So I think that fashion is going to continue to grow. And when you look at people like Kanye, when you look at, like, there's a video about how he evolved as an artist, and fashion played a huge role in that because you can't relate if you're walking around sagging and, like, trying to be a hood rapper, I guess, image. If you want to reach the, like, world as a whole, you can. But I feel like if skinny jeans are in style, you ain't got to go around wearing pink skinny jeans if you think it's soft. I'm not saying that. But if you want to, like, be modern, you know, wear the tall tees, wear the skinny jeans, you're going to adapt and relate. Just like Kanye, he had the cool polos and stuff like that. So I love fashion, and I do see it increasing. Aiden asks, how's it going with Jairus? It's going really good. He's growing. My heart is falling more and more in love with him, and he's doing really well. Thank you so much for checking in on him, Aiden. And my last question is from Baseball Tavern. They asked, what's my favorite thing from Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A, obviously, they only serve chicken, but I love the chicken sandwich with some mayo on that boy, with a pickle, and I love sweet tea because my great-grandma's from the South. She got the accent and everything, so that's already in my blood. But I really love those lemon, like, ice cream shakes. That's, like, my favorite. So anyways, thank you so much for taking time to ask me these questions. Feel free to continue to ask me questions. I'm always commenting back on people's stuff. I'm always checking my DMs and my instant messages. So please reach out to me if you have any more questions. Please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Peace.
Now that we're up, there's no need to come down.